¿Qué pasa, mi gente? What's up? And welcome to On the Block with Jen once again. I'm hungry, and hungry people eat, so I'm going to be eating. Welcome to On the Block with Jen once again. Sorry about that. You know, I'm always fussing with technical difficulties. So as I was saying, welcome to On the Block with Jen. I love it that you guys are joining me. One more again. Jen is hungry, and hungry people eat, so excuse me, I will be eating throughout, right? I'm gonna be really, really ignorant today. Oh, look, we have an early attendee, Mr. Mark Harris. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Director Mark Harris, for those of you that don't know, even though I said it a million times. Now, is your volume fixed on your end? Because you always mess up.
Let me just do this right quick.
Okay, because you always mess up my flow with your little volume problems.
Okay, because when I expand the video, the volume just on its own right quick.
Okay, because you always mess up my flow with your little volume. There I go. There it is.
Because when I expand the video,
there it is right there.
Okay, there we go. Now we're all good.
William said, "Don't talk with your mouth full." I got to, William. I'm hungry. So today's topic I really, really like, because it's something that goes on a lot. And I think most of us we're desensitized now. You know what I mean? Some of us are immune to it, but we've all seen the memes. We've all heard the conversation, the jokes about if he's 5, whatever, I'm not interested. A man has to be over 6 feet. We've all heard men say, if she wears a wig, I can't date her. I don't want to be dealing with nobody with cornrows under no wig, right? We've heard it. We've heard, I prefer someone light skinned. We've heard, I prefer someone dark skinned. I prefer, somebody that's physically fit. I don't want, so we've heard these things, and social media has exploded it. Like, social media has exploded everything else. So I wanted to talk tonight about, are we too sensitive, or is it all out rude to say publicly what we prefer physically? Right? Because it does hurt feelings. Like, we all act hard about it, but it hurts feelings. If you're scrolling randomly and you're a guy with a receding hairline and you see a woman joking about he looks better with his hat on. We've all seen the jokes. We've seen, guys say, I don't like skinny women. I need a woman with some meat on her bones. We've seen guys say she's too fat. I'm not into BBWs. Fuck all that. So we've seen it over and over and over again. And the memes are ruthless, right? The memes are ruthless. I mean, I don't know how I would feel if I was a man under 6 feet tall and, I see women laughing about, he said he was what, 5'9"? Hell no. You know what I mean? So I'm sure it hurts feelings for those of us who would like to admit to it today. There's also a flip side to it that I'm going to get into after you give me your opinion. And I look through these comments right quick. That would mean you, Mark.
Mark. Which one?
Take your time, though.
This is gonna be a hard one.
Why is it gonna be a hard one? We have to keep it real on here. That's why people tune into On the Block, because we're on the block. Keeping it real.
This is gonna be a tough one. Okay. So all right. So
tough is okay. Tough is okay. Just be truthful. Tough is okay.
But the thing is that I think it all depends, especially when you're dealing with the color issue. With, like, you have some people say, like, people who are light skinned, whatever. It deals with what is going on internally. You know what I'm saying? Because that sometimes, not sometimes, if a person just prefers lighter skinned people, they dealing with some type of self-hatred.
All the time.
All the time, 100% of the time.
I'm going to challenge that.
Where else is it coming from?
I'm going to challenge that.
Go ahead, let's challenge it.
Just in my experience, I am very light-skinned, as they say, right? And I think it's erotic when someone is a lot darker than me versus when someone's my complexion or lighter, because I can't see where I start and he ends and I start. So when someone has a darker complexion, it's erotic to me because, when they're holding you or their hands are on you, there's a stark difference in color, right? But I know I'm a whole different animal. But I'm sure there are other people out there that like other complexions, and it doesn't come from self-hate all the time.
No, I'm not saying based off if you like dark skin. I'm saying like if you prefer.
If you like lighter skin, something's wrong with you. What if it's a dark man that has the same idea I have?
Okay, so say for instance, right? If here's the thing. The thing is, if when a person is just attracted to just light skin, light skin, you know that the person is battling with some type of self-hatred. Because what attracts the person to the light skin? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is it that's attracting to that person to the light skin? It's because it's more.
Maybe the same thing that attracts me to darker skin.
It's just not the same thing. The mindset is different. It's not the same thing. Huh? Because we know like, you know, there's some people who just prefer light skin. Why do they prefer light skin? You know what I'm saying? Like, why do, like, you know, now okay, let me just backtrack it just a little bit, okay? So you do have in certain situations, right, where like the guy's mom may be light skinned, or the lady's mom may be her father may be light skinned, right? So normally we're attracted to, you know, to like if your father's a dark skinned man, you're more likely attracted to a darker skinned man, you know, vice versa. Or in certain situations, if your father's light skinned and you trying to get away from your father, you may be attracted to a more dark skinned man. It just depends. Now, but most situations, so I'm gonna backtrack a little bit and say in most situations, right, when a person is more attracted to the lighter skin than the dark skin, there's some type of self-hatred that's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Anybody want to challenge that? Anybody out there brown or dark skin and just like light skin because they like had lists on their body? Anybody want to challenge that?
No, so there are situations where things just happen now. You know, you just date across the board. Like you date brown skin, you date dark skin, you date light skin. But if you just clearly just hooked on just the light skin, there's something wrong.
Okay. All right. Well, Scott Aaron, he's white, dating a brown woman. He says, I don't think there's anything wrong with expressing your type.
Yeah, but what?
Scott, what? See, but Scott is tall and he's well built, right? So, Scott, are you speaking from a point of view from privilege? Because you know them jokes, if he ain't 6 feet and over, them jokes ain't gonna hit you. They're gonna hit somebody who's 5'9" different. So are you speaking from a place of privilege right now? And I'm not talking about white privilege. I'm talking about height privilege and being someone who's always in the gym. So you're gonna see it differently. So wait, I had a friend contact me and he said that he's in a group, you know, a Facebook group, and he can't express that he doesn't like, you know, fat women, bigger women, thick women, whatever word you want to put on it, right? He said he can't express that, but everyone else can express that they don't like another type of woman. But if he expresses he doesn't like fat women, he gets attacked. I don't think that's fair, right? Either all or nothing.
I don't think that's true either.
What?
I don't think it's true.
What you don't think is true?
I don't think people attack a person because they're not attracted to heavyset women. I think it's all.
Where were you during Lizzo Gate?
I remember all that. The people that attack. So it's not the fact that people. It's not the fact. Okay, so with Lizzo, right? The whole thing is not people were not being attacked because they didn't like Lizzo because she's fat. Or she's overweight.
You sure?
No, it was the fact that the reason why people were defending her because there was mockery being made about her, you know, in which mockery she opened the door for. You know what I'm saying? So there's a difference. Like if you say if a guy says, well, you know, I don't like it depends on how it's stated too. You know what I'm saying? Like if you just say I don't like, I mean, I'm not attracted to heavyset women. So if you just say I'm not attracted to heavyset women, I don't think people will have to be offended by it. No, I don't think no one will be offended by it. Like if someone says, well, I'm not attracted to Lizzo. I'm not attracted, personally, me, Mark speaking, I'm not attracted to Lizzo. I'm not attracted to heavy.
You don't think that a heavyset woman is gonna be offended and think, what's wrong with me?
She may be, but that's her personally. Like if she feels that she may no, see most of it's okay. So she may say, okay, what's wrong with me? There's nothing wrong with you, I guess. You know, if guys like them, you have some guys that's gonna you do have some guys that are attracted to, you know, heavy set women. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, if in that sense, there's nothing wrong with her in that sense. You know what I'm saying? But again, she's just not the person for me. And again, heavy set women may look at me and say, Mark, you only 5'9". You're not the guy for me. You know?
You're 5'9".
You know, so it's like, hey.
Okay, so see, there's something you just said, right? I think the flip side to everything that I said earlier is I think as adults via social media, not everybody wants a participation trophy. And I do think it comes from a place of I look such and such a way, and I don't want to hear that you don't like what I look like, right? Which is why now, if you notice, all kinds of people, not just big girls, but all kinds of people, now that they have access to their own following, they're acting the monkey ass fool, no matter what they look like. You got short dudes thinking they 6'5" on social media. You got fat girls thinking they, you know, Victoria's Secret models. You know what I mean? You got skinny girls calling themselves CEO because they sell flat tummy tea. Like everything is exaggerated on social media. And I think everybody wants a participation trophy. And to me, it doesn't come from a place of disadvantage. It comes from a place of arrogance. Like I'm big and fat and you're supposed to like it. So I think with Lizzo, when people say, because a lot of women twerk online, right? A lot of women twerk online. But people were saying, I don't want to see that body twerk. That body to me looks nasty twerking. I don't want to see that twerk. So then people were saying, well, you're fat shaming. Mm-hmm. So is it fat shaming if a man says, I like twerking, but I don't want to see that type of body twerking? Or are you supposed to accept whatever and like it all? I don't think
it's like, you know, here's the thing. Thing is the fact that you're going to find somebody. I'm sure some dudes like it. You're going to find some dudes out there that's going to like. Not every dude is not every dude. That's not for every dude. I mean, I don't want to see it. You know what I'm saying? So if it's considered to be fat shaming, then so be it. But I don't want to see her twerking. You know what I'm saying? Like, period. You know what I'm saying? I mean, me personally, I don't. Why do I want to see any woman out there twerking? You know what I'm saying? But like, you know, but you're going to have guys who may look at her and say, okay, they may like it. They may continue to look at videos over again, because you do have some guys out there that like those type of women. But you do have guys who say, I don't like those type of women. You know what I'm saying? So, but the whole thing with the fat shaming, you know, is weak. You know what I'm saying? Because we can't voice an opinion if she's behaving, not just Lizzo, but if a woman is behaving some kind of way, nobody want to see that, regardless of who you are. Period. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, regardless of who you are. So nobody wants to just see that.
Well, you know, I roll my eyes at anybody twerking. I don't care if you're 100 pounds, 150, 200. It's just tired to me. It's something that it's tired now. It's like, do something else, turn around, do something else, right? Let's see what your face does, right? So welcome everybody who's just tuning in. I see people just came in. Hey, Angela. Hey, Malcolm. Hey, Akiba. Hey, Robin. If you guys want to join the panel, please click on the link so we can have you on the screen so I can see your beautiful faces instead of just your text. So I'm going to ask you a question and I want you to be honest with me.
I am always going to be honest.
Okay. So there are a lot of memes and a lot of talk about if he ain't over 6 feet, he ain't for me. What am I going to do with a man that I can see eye to eye with? He ain't going to be able to reach the top shelf. I don't want nothing of it. If you ain't 6 feet and over, and I'm not talking about in a pair of Timberlands, because Timberlands give you an extra inch, I don't want nothing to do with you. How do you feel or have felt, or do you ever feel anything when you hear those conversations?
Not at all, because more than likely, never, ever. God is my witness. Never.
Not even when you were a teenager.
You said what now?
Not even when you were a teenager.
Because the women that always attracted to me were petite women, small petite women. Those are the women I was attracted to. You know, I never was like attracted to taller women my height. You know what I'm saying? It's like small petite women are the women that attracted me. So a lot of those women, I don't know. I mean, those are the women that I went after. Those women that I got, whatever. But I never was never even thought about being offended. But if a woman says, "Okay, I like a certain guy, 6 feet or whatever," I have no problem with that. There's too many women out here to be concerned about that.
Tell them again, please tell them.
There's too many out here to be like, it's like, why concern ourselves with that?
But most of the women who want a man that are over 6 feet are nowhere near 6 feet. They just like taller men.
There's no wrong, nothing is wrong with that. They like what they like.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you made a good point, which is what I try to stress. You made a good point. You said that the women you were attracted to X, Y, and Z, right?
Right.
I think a lot of people, it's a line that I heard in Carmen with Dorothy Dandridge and Harry Belafonte. It was a line in that movie that stuck with me forever. And I repeat it to this day. It was when Dorothy Dandridge told the Harry Belafonte's girlfriend in the movie, "Bait fish you can catch." It stuck with me forever because I think what people do is they want to fish out of their league. And I might sound really, really vain or whatever, obnoxious, but if I know, and men find this hard to understand. All you guys watching, you find it very hard to understand. You think that you qualify to date every woman you see.
Men supposed to think that.
But they do not. They can think whatever they want. Yeah. But they do not. And I know it's a harsh reality. But gentlemen, you do not qualify to date every single woman you see.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
No.
Yeah, you do.
No.
Look. If you do it like yeah, okay.
No.
So, okay.
Because the dudes in my inbox, I look at them like, did you really think? Did you really?
Yeah, you're supposed to take a shot. He get the shot, but there's nothing wrong with him taking. So why do attractive women think that men, why do attractive women think that men are not supposed to come at them? Like, what
no, that's not what I said.
I'm speaking in general, not you. I'm saying why do attractive women think that men are not supposed to come at them? Like,
you're gonna shoot your shot. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. I'm saying no woman should have a problem with a man shooting a shot. Shoot your shot. What I don't like is once you are told no, or no, I'm not interested, they really think they're in the league where they can continue pursuing you.
Don't do that,
little guy. Like, get out of here, little bruh. You know what I'm saying?
Don't do that.
Get bait fish.
That's called thirsty.
Yeah.
That's called being thirsty.
And I think that when you bait fish you can catch, it's less disappointment. There's no resentment, and you don't grow bitter. Stop chasing the people that you can't catch. Stop baiting fish you can't catch, and then you get mad and throw your fishing rod, in the water and walk away stomping off. Bait fish you can catch. You know when somebody is out of your damn league. Stop being in damn denial.
Hey, fellas, do not think a woman is out of your league ever.
You never think nobody's out of what makes somebody out of your league.
If she's not interested, move on to the next.
It's bullshit.
Just because she's not interested doesn't mean that she's out of your league. That means that she just don't like your butt. Okay? But we've seen women with guys that the guys we said, man, how he get her, or even how'd she get with him? We've done that. Everybody has done that and seen that. So you can't just think because you get shot down.
That's true. I will give you that. But I'm just saying, if a man sees a woman as popular and he's strolling in, 5'7", pot belly, ashy hands, receding hairline, why are you in my inbox?
Are you tripping?
Why are you in my inbox?
He's not supposed to. He can get you.
What?
Everybody need love. Everybody need love.
I understand that. So why don't he get a woman that's equivalent to what he got going on? Bait what you can catch.
So you saying get a woman that like gorillas?
You look gorilla.
Ashy knuckles.
Whatever.
Ashy knuckles.
I think men have magic mirrors in their house. You know them circus mirrors? Ladies and gentlemen, men have magic mirrors in their house. They look in the mirror and they see Idris Elba and The Rock and Jason Momoa. They have magic fucking mirrors. And then they come out after looking in the motherfucking mirror.
There she go talking about The Rock again.
And think they can get whoever they want. Pues no.
Men with confidence, right? Man, you can see the most unattractive guy you may perceive to be unattractive, right? But if he has a lot of confidence, he can get a woman that he wants. You know what I'm saying? If he has that confidence, he can get a woman that, it may not be you, it may not be whoever, but he can get a woman that he wants.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter, like, you know. And again, when a man has confidence, there's a certain type of energy that he's going to carry, certain type of way he's going to look, a certain type of way he's going to dress. Because confidence, all of those things encompasses what confidence is: how you dress, how you talk, how you walk, you know, how you think. Those things, you know, they all encompasses what confidence is. So a man will come. You may not even think he's attractive, but you both say there's something about this dude that I like.
Of course.
Let me give you guys a prime example. Can y'all hear me?
I'm listening.
Can you hear me?
Jid, eat it.
I was in the post office. I was in the post office the other day. I'm standing in line. This little Magilla gorilla, chubby construction worker walked in. There was a young lady behind me. She had to be all of 19 years old. Man, this dude started spitting game at her, and I was shocked because he was coming hard. He was like, "Man, you know, you should be a model." Blah 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 blah. And then and then she told me, "I got a boyfriend." And then that didn't stop him. He was just like, he started talking about his bank account. He started talking about everything, and I couldn't help it. I had to look back. I looked back, and I just want to say, "Hey, bro, just stop it." But it didn't matter. His confidence was up here. And he spit every line he could think of at her. And when he left, I looked at her. I said, "Well, you can't get mad at the man for trying." And she said, "Yeah, he shot his shot." You know, that's West Side right there. He shot his shot. But the dude did not care. He came hard.
Did he have on his construction worker uniform?
Mm-mm.
Because that helps. Now, let me ask you, Simeon, because you know we're going to keep it real on the block. What's your height?
You like disconnect.
I can't hear.
I said we're gonna keep it real on the block. What is your height, Simeon? Your height.
Oh, his height. I thought you said his tight.
No, I ain't asking that. That man's married.
True. Stay away from that. Simeon, can you hear?
Can you hear me?
I don't think you can hear. Can you hear?
Simeon. Can you hear me? Simeon, he's gone. He's gonna come back.
Yeah.
So while he's coming back, let me read some of these comments. Sarah, I see you. Whoever wants to come in, por favor.
And this may sound kind of, I don't like really, really like pale skinned black women.
You don't like
from caramel to dark skin.
Sorry, I couldn't hear. I had to come out and come back in.
All right, I asked you a question, Simeon, but first let me read the comments right quick. Ask you again. Ed Rodriguez said, as Biggie said, heartthrob never, black and ugly as ever. However, he had money. So yeah, any other person on the planet can get a woman, right? He says Gucci down to the socks. Any troll with money can get a woman, so that don't count.
What was your question?
My question is, William is fucking with me. He said rock is overrated. I will cut you, William. I'll give you a band-aid. Simeon, so I wanted to ask, what is your height?
What is my what?
Your height.
My height? I'm 5'10".
How tall are you?
I'm 5'10".
You're 5'10". Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So then I just asked Mark, You have seen the jokes online, the memes. If he ain't 6 foot tall, I ain't trying to hear it. If he's 5, whatever, 5'9", I ain't trying to hear it. I need a man that's taller than me, 6 foot something. You've seen the memes, you've heard the jokes, you heard the women say it. Have you ever felt offended or felt bad by that or felt inadequate ever from like when you were young to now?
Nope, not ever.
I got the most men in the world on my live right now.
You're dealing with Chicago men who are like, honestly, I'm not boasting.
Not ever.
She said I'm boasting in Chicago. You're dealing with Chicago men who are from the west side of Chicago and Inglewood.
Can I tell you something? Can I tell you something?
Go ahead.
Look, can I tell you something? When I was a freshman in high school, and I'm not joking, I dated a girl that was so much taller than me, I literally had to stand on a chair to kiss her.
Oh, I wouldn't date a woman taller than me.
Why? You got insecurities.
Okay, I had them insecurities, but no, I wouldn't.
Hey, I'm from the west side. We used to climb trees, bro.
No offense.
No, but I'm saying, no. I literally had to stand on a chair to give her a kiss. I'm not joking. She was that much taller. The girl was like 6'4".
See? Oh no.
Yeah,
you were dating a baller.
That man, for real. She played basketball. But that's why when I got with my wife, I made sure she was much shorter than me. So I could like kiss on the top of her head when I needed to and say, see you later, baby. Wait. But Jen, don't miss what Mark just said. I want to know why Mark wouldn't have dated a woman that was taller than him.
She's too tall.
Why? You scared you're gonna try to beat you up?
No.
You don't want to look up at your woman.
You know, Bad Bib DeVoe.
You don't want to look up at your woman.
No, it's on Bad Bib DeVoe.
Yes.
Okay.
Ed Rodriguez said he just made the cut. He's 6'0". Ed, with the Timberlands on or with the Timberlands off?
Well, hey, I'm 6'1" with my boots on, so I'm good. I'm taller than my wife. That's all that matters.
Scott said, "I don't like light hair or light eyes." That makes sense. Scott said, "I don't like light hair or light eyes."
So Scott just said he don't like Becky.
He don't like white girls.
Yeah, you're right.
He's light too.
Hair, ain't no black women and no Latino women got light hair and light eyes unless they bleach their hair.
No.
Or well, it depends on what you like. Unless they bleach their hair and
there are
wear some contacts.
There are a lot of Latin women with blonde hair and blue eyes. Lots of them.
It depends.
Christina.
They dye their hair too.
Cameron Diaz.
Cameron Diaz is a blonde. She's always been a blonde.
Right.
Jessica Alba, she dyes her hair.
She dyes her hair.
And isn't she like Arab and Mexican or something?
Who?
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
She's white. She's white Tina.
No, she's not white.
I said she's white Tina. White Tina.
She's white Tina.
She's a white Latina.
But she's married to a black dude.
Okay, that don't matter who she married to. We're talking about what she is. We're talking about what she is. And she's not married
to a black man.
No, baby, is Jessica Alba married to a black guy?
Yes, she is married to a black man. He's black.
She is, CJ? Oh.
I doubt that. I'll have to Google later.
Google. Her husband is black. His father was an actor and on W Camp, not W Camp Princess. His father was an actor on the show Rookie.
No, Mark.
Again, guys, if you want to come in the live.
Jessica Alba's. I'm
so who?
Mark.
She's married to Cash Warren.
Mark.
Huh?
She's married to Cash Warren.
Cash Warren, right? And his father's a black man.
He ain't black.
Cash Warren is black.
My wife said he black. I mean white. My wife said he
black. Cash Warren. This is his father. I'm gonna show you his father.
Baby, let's see.
This is Cash Warren's father.
Excuse me, sir. Can
That's
you
a
throw
white
the
man.
link back into the comments?
Hold on, let me see something.
So what?
Throw the link back into the comments in case somebody wants to join the panel.
I'm sorry.
That's a white man.
He's black, man.
Man, that's a white man, bro.
Bro, Google his father. His father's an actor.
Hey, that's a white man
Okay,
right there. That's his stepfather.
That's his real. That's his real.
Okay, so Scott said, yeah, you'll hear a guy say he's not into heavy women, and women will say you just can't handle a real woman with curves.
Ooh,
Thin women aren't real women.
And make curves.
Did you hear that? Did you hear the entire comment?
Yeah, I heard it.
You'll hear a guy say he's not into heavy women, and women will say you just can't handle a real woman with curves. Thin women ain't real women. I've heard that a lot.
Yep.
Jen, you something.
I'm reading the comments. Malcolm Banks said, we have been conditioned since slavery to naturally say, you blacker than a motherfucker. What has that been doing over the years to the dark woman or the dark man? And it's done in all cultures, Asian and Latin. It's some bullshit we have to continue to shed from. He said some bullshit.
I'm black. I'm black than a mother.
Robin said, I'm a big girl and I'm not attracted to big guys. So I don't get offended when someone says they don't like big women because I always pull a guy anyways. Just talked to Big Daddy earlier. See? That's the attitude you have to have. Because when I see or hear somebody say that they don't like my type or whatever, they're either gay or crazy. But no, seriously, when someone says that they don't like my type, I'm like, okay, well, I wasn't checking for you anyway, so you have every right to want what you want because I'm very adamant about what I want.
They don't like your type. What do you mean? They sent me on your screen one. What do you mean they don't like your type? What do you mean by that?
I'm too small.
Oh, they don't like you. Okay, cool. I see what you're saying.
Mm-hmm. I'm too small. Robin says, if a big girl lost weight, would you then become attracted to her or still have a problem with the fact she used to be big? That's for you guys.
Simeon. Say it again.
Simeon is treading lightly.
Say it again.
I'm not treading at all.
Okay.
Jen, what you eating over there?
Fried chicken and tangerines.
Oh, okay.
What? Fried chicken and tangerines? What kind of mix is that?
Okay, Robin says short guys are always attracted to me, and I never understood that. My guy now is shorter than me, but I like him though.
How tall is Robin?
Robin, how tall are you? Ed Rodriguez says, nah, Jen, I gotta disagree. I said a million things. I don't know what you're disagreeing with. Scott says, you're right, Jen. Guys are the crown princes of assuming they can date any woman. They'll have high standards for a girl with no self-awareness of their league. See? That's true.
He's supposed to think he can get the girl. So how a man, right? So a man's supposed to think, oh, if I look at a woman, oh, I can't pull her. Like what kind of man is that to just to think to automatically assume that he can't get? What will make him think that he can't get this woman? Based off the way she looks?
A smart man, yeah. These comments. Ed Rodriguez said, I find women with locks and natural hair, curly, linky, etc., very attractive. I can be a sucker for that. Laughing out loud. That's funny because I don't like locks.
You don't like locks?
And I couldn't date somebody with locks. I don't like how they feel. I don't like them. I don't like them. I don't like how they feel.
That's your choice.
I would be like,
Yeah, take it to Jamaica.
I mean, they look great. They look great. I don't like how they feel.
Oh, you mean the long ones or like the short ones?
Short or long.
Okay.
I think it's a nice hairstyle, but I just don't like how it feels on my skin. I touched them before. I was like, can I touch it? Yeah, I was like, yeah, no. Sarah said tall women are the best. Fuck what you heard.
Who said that?
Sarah. Robin says she's 5'7". Scott says, I only wouldn't date a woman taller than me only because she'd have to be like 6'6". Yeah. So he's trying to tell you he's about 6'5". Scott's putting it out there. Ed Rodriguez says, black women with hazel eyes is another thing he finds attractive.
You don't see too many black women with hazel eyes, though, do you?
Some. Sarah said, right, Jen. Someone says they don't like my type. I'm like, well, clearly you don't have good taste, but I respect it. There it is.
Are you talking about because I said about the light skin?
No, she's referring to when I was talking about if you don't like me, you don't like me. I don't care. You either gay or crazy. You either gay or crazy, you don't like me.
Dude, it's funny.
Yeah, so Teflon Don Nessa, what shots were fired? I'm always firing shots. So back to the subject. Can anyone answer? Is it wrong to express your physical preference publicly? Is it wrong to express your physical preference publicly, like via a meme, via a joke, saying it out loud? I don't like this, I don't like that. I don't like men with receding hairlines. I don't like big women. Because a lot of people get offended.
Well, to express, like if you're not a comedian, if you want to express your dislike for someone because they're obese or because so forth and so on, if you want to like if you send out memes, that's childish. That's like, to send out a meme and say, okay, I don't like big women, or to send out a meme and say I don't like guys, short guys, whatever. That's childish. You know what I'm saying? Because that's something you keep, you can keep to yourself. So why do we need to know that? It's just like, like
I agree.
Right, two people are in a relationship, right? And then they break up, and then they start talking to one another and start throwing out little messages to one another on their social media. That's childish. So if you don't like, if you know what you don't like, what you don't like, you don't have to, share memes.
I agree with that. I think it's people that they don't have much to talk about, so they figure, oh, let me throw this out there. And then when you bring it to their attention, oh, I was just joking.
Right.
I was just joking. No, you were expressing what the fuck you like and don't like. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
but we don't need you don't need to sometimes people try to make other people feel bad in order to make themselves look good. Like, what's the purpose? What's the reason why people would want to send stuff like out like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the purpose? Like, what's the motive?
I just think it's funny. Most people, most men and women I see talking about their preferences very loudly are busted bitches, men and women. Like men and women. Like I don't see this, and this is a fact. Scroll up and down your social media. I've never seen a really beautiful woman or a fine guy talking about their preferences so loudly. But it seems like all the busted people continuously saying, I don't want a woman that wears a wig. I don't want a woman that looks like this. Well, I don't want a man that looks like that. I'm like, you must have a magic mirror in your house too. You got some circus mirrors in your house, sis. What the fuck are you know what I'm saying? It's like, be happy that you can get into a relationship and stop telling people what you don't like, because guarantee you're something that somebody else doesn't like.
Right.
So should we be mindful, or is all in jest?
We should be definitely mindful. I mean, if someone asks you what you like, then you want to be definitely clear and direct and honest about what you like and what you don't like. But there's no need to shout it out. There's no need to tell people. There's no need to make comments and posts and stuff like that, or go back and forth with people. Like, there's no need for that. Like, what I would like to know, like, what's the purpose? What is the person's motive for doing that? Like, is it a self-esteem booster? Like, what is your motive? Like, just trying to make somebody else's, like just to make somebody else look bad. Like, what's the reason for that? So,
like I've seen a lot. You guys are writing soliloquies. Y'all could come in, I've seen memes. We spoke about this before on your show. How men, I've seen jokes like of women's titties and they sagging. And I always jump in the thread because I like throwing it back on men. And I'm like, well, your balls sag and that's not attractive, right? Like women like nice, like tight little balls that hang perfectly under dicks, right? But yours are hanging. So it's like when it's something, in my opinion, when it's something physical or a deformation that just happens to the body and you can't change that unless you have thousands of dollars, I think it's fucked up to talk about because, I can pick something out on you that looks fucked up that a lot of people don't prefer. So you got to be careful, be mindful, do unto others as you want others to do unto you. But I got to say, men are number one in talking about how a woman's body should look, and now women are clapping back.
Men are number one for talking about how a woman's body should look.
Yes.
Well, I have to agree with you because, again, if you look at the different magazines, like the Hustler and the Playboys, and basically those magazines were discovered by men. So I have to agree with you to that degree.
Even Facebook, Facebook at inception was what? A fucking joke in the university to say, would you smash or pass a woman? Like even Facebook started out like that. Like, is this chick, worth smashing or not? So men are continuously talking about how a woman should look, and the majority of them are busted. You know what I mean?
There's a difference too now.
Huh?
There's a difference.
What's the difference?
Okay, let me tell you a big difference, right? Because you said something earlier today. All right. So you said when someone just brought up Biggie, you said a man with money could get that woman, right?
Yeah, for him specifically, yeah.
Yeah. So let's just turn that around, right? Like, what about a woman with money? Can she get any guy that she wants?
If that guy's like a gold digger and he's into money, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There are dudes out there that are prostitutes.
I know. Yeah.
I know one. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yo, Sarah says bullying.
Bullying, yeah. Scott said this is a good point. He said, "Yeah, I think you could volunteer what you do like, and not have it taken the bad way of what you don't like."
True.
That's true. We're just trying to be nicer people, right?
I'm back.
What do we do?
So I'm about to read Raphael's comment. Raphael said, "Oh, you safe now, Simeon? You can talk."
The streets is watching.
Okay, Raphael Abreu Canedo says, it takes confidence to talk to a woman that doesn't at least look at you or smile at you. If she's not giving you any signs, then you're likely just going to get rejected. Sure, you can build attraction, but that's very rare. Dudes that are chasing out of their league are likely clueless or don't care about the signals, vibes of attraction, even if subtle. Otherwise, if they were looking for signs of attraction for women before they talk to them, they'd likely not be chasing out of their league because the woman is already showing you she's attracted in your league.
Well, I agree with him. I agree with
him too. Y'all ignore when someone ain't checking for you. Okay. Y'all ignore it.
No, but that doesn't mean that the woman is out of your league. That woman could be in a relationship. That woman could be married.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
That doesn't necessarily mean, or she could be very committed to someone else. That doesn't mean that she's out of your league. You know what I mean?
She's not available. That means she could be. She's
That's a
probably not
possibility.
available.
Because she's not giving you those signs doesn't mean that she just because she's giving you those signs that doesn't mean that she doesn't think you're attractive. You know what I'm saying? She may just be committed to a relationship. Now, again, like everything else what he just said, I agree with. Like if a woman is not giving you any signs, one thing about women, if a woman is attracted to you, she's gonna let you know. She's gonna drop those little what you call them things that you little clues. She's gonna leave little clues all the time. 100% of the time, she's gonna leave clues. Whether it's the look, whether it's something, there are clues.
Right.
Robin said, or she could be a lesbian.
Right. Or she could be a lesbian. True. But no, I mean, I don't look at it as that the woman is out of the league, though.
Robin said, exactly, Jen. I try not to discriminate unless you are truly not appealing to my eyes, but I'm trying my best to see the personality because then that can make you attractive. But I still need at least something half physically good to look at. I agree. I'm like that too. There has to be something. Either you have a nice mouth, or I like the shape of your nose, I like your eyes or your smile. There has to be something. It can't just be like, oh, let me just give him a try and see. There has to be something que atrae. You know what I mean? There has to be something like.
Women don't ever do that. Let me just give them a try.
No.
Don't ever do that.
There has to be something. There has to be something.
That's a relationship that's doomed.
Huh?
That's a relationship that's going to be doomed from the start.
Mm-hmm. But in my opinion, out of your league exists to me.
I'm not saying it doesn't exist. I'm just
saying Jen, you saying every man that you've dated was in the league of your favorite guy, The Rock.
No. No. But I felt that's a great question because I moved from The Rock to Jason Momoa for the record. Okay. Watching. So no, but see, I would even look at those guys. I think different. I've looked at certain men and said he's out of my league. I've done that.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I know it is possible that women could be out of a man's league. There are levels to this shit. There are levels. And there were times in my life where I looked at men,
Really?
Yes.
But you said I'm not gonna name no names, but you said a certain somebody's wife wasn't all that. So and making a statement. Okay, yeah.
The Rock wife, I think he was out of her league, but obviously he was like, I want something that's, you know what I mean, so opposite of what I am.
That goes to show you right there.
She must be a wrong living.
That's living proof. That's living proof that any man could get any woman, just like any woman could get any man.
Sometimes,
but it happens all the time.
But yes, sometimes, because like you just asked me, yes, have all the guys I've dated, in my opinion, been in my league? No, but I brought them up to it. I brought them up to my league. I'm like, okay, look, I chose you. I'm gonna clean you up a little bit.
Okay, pretty woman. Okay, pretty woman.
I'm gonna clean you up a little bit. But come on, common sense. I've been in certain times in my life where I looked at a man and I was attracted to him, and I told myself, nah, he's out of my league. Like right now, I ain't got nothing to offer that dude. You know, mentally, I'm in a certain place. Financially, I'm in a certain place. I ain't got nothing to offer, so I'm not even gonna go out there. Now, of course, if I would have offered up some cooch, would he have taken it? Of course. But I felt that he was out of my league at that time. So why can't men look at a woman and say, I ain't got nothing to offer her, I'm gonna leave her alone?
That's different.
You could be crippled, blind, and crazy.
Yeah, that's different though. If he doesn't have, like, if the man doesn't have anything to offer the woman, that's a different story. Then yes, he's out of the league because he doesn't have anything to offer her.
Then he should leave her alone.
He should leave her alone. Yeah.
After he get what he wants.
Simeon, ain't you driving somewhere?
He can be all funny.
Hey, let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you and Jen this. Y'all not gonna be setting me up for the okie doke. I ain't going. I'm not flying. Y'all done got me in trouble several times on this damn line.
No, you need to come on with your wife. I love her opinions. Serena's like, leave me alone.
Oh, she got great opinions.
She's funny too.
She is hilarious. She is hilarious. She like you. She hilarious. She's a firecracker.
She speaks with her face.
She's a jalapeno papa.
She speaks with her face without saying a word. Raphael says league isn't just based on looks. Of course not. I just spoke about that. League isn't just based on looks.
So let me ask you this question. Right? Yes. So let's say you end up getting with a guy, you drop your standards for a moment, and you end up getting with a guy who you think is not in your league, but he's the sweetest guy in the world. You know he's going to do anything for you, but he doesn't do it for you physically, right? But he does it for you mentally and emotionally, but he doesn't do it for you physically. Would you be with that guy?
I have. I've been there and done that.
Did you cheat on him?
No. I've been there and done that, but then my nature surfaced eventually.
Mm-hmm.
So I've done that. I've dated someone who was super short. But
yeah, super short. Shorter than you?
Like my height. Like we were eye to eye.
Oh, that nigga's a dwarf. Was he your height with the heels on, or when you don't have your
when I had on the Timberlands, we were
okay. Because I was gonna say if he was your height without the heels, he was a midget.
Whatever. So I put aside my preferences, because we're talking about preferences today. I put aside my preferences, right? And he was a great guy. Everything you said, you know what I mean? The perfect gentleman, dressed well, great career, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was, it was great. But then I couldn't help it, like nature took over when I walked in the room with him, and we have, 50% of the room men are 6 feet and over. It's like my nature is just like.
You felt like everybody. You felt like everybody was looking at you like, what you doing with that little short dude?
No, not even what they were thinking. What I was thinking, I was like, why am I with this little guy? Look at all these tall men here.
Oh, that's so disrespectful.
But it's nature. It's just natural. It's like, and my dad was tall. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I just, you know what I mean? I associate that with strength, and he was brown skin, and it's like that's what I associate. I can't help it. So would I date somebody my height? Yeah, but I'm still gonna want what I want.
So because the man wasn't tall, he didn't fit all the criteria.
He didn't fit all the criteria. And then there were other things. So it's like when there are other little things, it's like anyway. So you didn't even start
little things.
What?
What kind of little things?
Little things like his way, certain things about his personality. So then I was like, you know what? You were already short, and I gave you this shot. So you got to be 100% to stay, right? Because I'm giving you this shot. So what are you doing with this opportunity, little man?
That's what you told him?
No. That's what the Jen on this shoulder was telling the other Jen. What the good Jen was telling the bad Jen. Okay. Teflon Down says nowadays women don't even know what they want. That's bullshit. We know what we want. Y'all just in denial about what we want. We know what we want.
Do you really?
Yes.
Okay, so if most women know what they want, how come they're not getting what they want?
because y'all can't give it. Y'all don't know balance. We had this discussion about balance.
So okay.
Because y'all don't know how to get balance. That's
okay.
Y'all don't know how to get balance. Y'all think because y'all pay the bills and, you know, cut the grass that she's supposed to be ecstatic, and every time she sees you, she gets wet. Oh my God, he pays bills. You know what I mean? Women know what we want. Y'all just don't know how to give it, which is why I'm constantly trying to tell men, you got to learn balance. That's what women want, balance. Sarah says, yes, if you're approaching someone out of your league, you damn sure better have something good to offer. Absolutely.
What does she mean by good to offer? What do you think she means by that?
Sarah, what do you mean by good to offer? I think that, you know, something else. If you're short, then your career better be intact. You better be financially stable. You know what I mean? No baby mama drama, because short can get over. Like, and I mean short. Like, I'm 5'3". So my short to me, dating somebody short would be a man 5'3", 5'4", 5'5". That's short to me, because when I stand in front of you, we're gonna be eye to eye. And you can have everything going on, like in my past experience, but I'm a little woman, so I still want to look up at my man. I just think that's the natural thing. It's the natural way of being. My dad was tall, you know what I mean? So it's like, that's just my natural way. So yeah, if somebody's short at the door, now at this age, at my age now, if someone's short at the door, I'm probably just gonna pass. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna pass. Because it's like, at my age now, from here on out until my death, like, I'm gonna get what I want. I'm not sacrificing. I'm not, oh, well, no, I'm getting what I want from here on out. I'm not playing games with people. I'm not working with people. I'm not building nobody up. I'm not raising nobody.
Your video is blurring out.
For real?
Yeah.
I don't know why.
You can go out and come back in because you're the host.
I know. Is it still blurry? It's still blurry.
Yeah.
So what am I supposed to do?
I don't know.
Anyway, we're almost done.
Okay.
We're at the end. I'll read one last comment. Sarah said, yes, that's what she meant by something to offer. Mel Rob, you late. You would have been good on this one. Robin said, we can't get it because most guys don't have it all. It could be that one thing missing and it won't work out eventually.
I have no idea what Robin is saying.
When I was talking about, we know what we want, but men don't know how to give it.
Yeah, but I get what she was responding to. It could be that one thing missing and it won't work out eventually. What does she mean by that? Like
that one, I think she means that one thing that we want. Am I still blurry?
Yeah, you are.
Boo. Okay, so we're gonna wrap. Thank you everybody for joining.
This was good too.
Huh?
This was getting good.
I know it was getting good, but I'm blurry. I can't talk to people blurry.
Yeah.
And it's not changing, right?
Huh?
It's not changing, right?
It's probably just for me. Let me see if it's just for me.
Can you guys tell me if I look blurry in my box? Do I look blurry in my box? Can somebody answer that, please?
If it's just me, then you know.
Testing 1, 2. Do I look blurry in my box?
Damn, Sarah, answer the question. Sarah Sagan.
What question?
Do you look blurry? I would like to know. I would like if it's possible. You good now? You good?
Robin said I look blurry. She said yes.
You good now? You good?
Angela says I look blurry. Sarah says I look blurry. I got 3 blurries.
Yeah, you good now. Well, you black blurry.
Greg says I look blurry. I got 4 people who said I look blurry.
Somebody say you look greasy. Look. It was a great show.
Yeah, no, this was dope. So I guess I'll wrap it. We did an hour. Fred Jones said it's good now. So basically, the topic, if you guys are just tuning in, was, is it wrong to express your physical preferences publicly, like a lot of people are doing online with memes and jokes, like you're too short, you're not 6 feet tall, I don't like women who wear wigs, I don't like fat women, I don't like skinny women, I don't like guys that are bald or have a receding hairline. I like light skin, I like dark skin. Basically, the topic was, is it okay to say those things publicly? Or should we be mindful of hurting people's feelings? Or are people too sensitive and everything ain't for everybody, so they got to keep pushing if they hear that, you know what I mean, they're not someone's preference? Here comes Malcolm. I'll let Malcolm take us out. See what Malcolm got to say. Where you at, Malcolm? Add to stream. Why isn't he come? Now I can't bring him in. Where did you go, Mark? What is going on? Mark, are you there?
Yeah.
I can't see you.
Let me back out. Yeah.
Can you see me?
I can see you now. You're good. You're fine now. Now you're good.
Okay. Here's Malcolm. All right, Malcolm. What do you have to add?
I missed it. What was the question?
That's why I got the ticker on the bottom.
Okay. Physical preference. Wait. Physical preference publicly. Yeah. Yeah, it's wrong.
So we're talking.
You should keep it. I mean, as entertaining. So I just think about Michael Jackson, right? And like all the performers before us, they never would disclose like, oh, I don't like fat women, I don't like skinny women, because you have to keep, everybody is your fan, so you can't, just claim I don't like fat women, I don't like skinny women, I don't like thick women, I don't like breast implants, I don't like da 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 da. You can't do that to people as entertainers. I don't believe.
Right. That's what I'm about to say. I think
he wants to say hi.
What's up, man? So, if you weren't an entertainer, would you look at things differently?
Oh yeah, I'd be an asshole. I'd be an asshole. I'd be like, no.
So you're saying, for PR reasons. For PR reasons, you shouldn't say publicly like what you like, even though some celebrities have. Some celebrities have, like Chris Brown.
And you lose. You lose when you do that. Like you losing a fan for what reason? Because you want to be cool. Is it cool? Like, what importance is that to say I don't like such and such? It doesn't benefit you, and it doesn't benefit that person. So it's not smart.
Do you think like the memes? Because there are memes that say that men under 6 feet aren't acceptable, or women who wear wigs aren't acceptable. Do you think that's just people expressing themselves? Do you think they should be crucified for saying, I don't like this, I don't like that? That's my opinion. Go on with your life. Do people want participation trophies? Do you have to like what this person looks like?
Those people who make those memes, to me, are always like funny to me, because they always end up with whatever they say they didn't want to end up with. They're always like, oh, my man got to be 6'2", 6'3". Next thing you know, like, damn, that's your man? 5'5". Like, what's going down? But you know what I'm saying? The things that people put out there on themselves to try to make it, oh, I want to have this, and have these stipulations for love is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You're short-sighting yourself. It makes no sense at all to me. And the memes are just evil.
Yeah, I hate those memes. Yeah,
man, they be evil. Boy, I be like, damn, they so fast too with them. They super fast with memes.
Do you think that? Don't you? You said, in matters of love, but don't you think attraction comes before love? How long can you love somebody you're not attracted to?
Does attraction come before love? Is that what you saying? Yeah, I think. Yeah, I mean, there's gonna be something. I mean, it's gonna have to be something that's gonna draw you to that person. Now, what attracts you? Is it physical? Is it mental? Those two different things play different parts on it. So that's me. I'm like, combo can win, and then I'd be like, oh yeah, she looked good too, and my wife is fine. So I was like, majority of the time you're gonna be led by visuals. But like, yeah, that's about it. I don't really like. I don't hang on it though, because you still got to talk to this person.
Right.
You definitely got, because I remember it was a time when I dated a girl. She was like probably about 6 years younger than I was, and beautiful. But I was like, we ain't got nothing to talk about. Damn.
There's nothing there. So Sarah Sagan says, yeah, look how much backlash Chris Brown got. I think Chris Brown had mentioned complexion, something about light skin, I think it was, Sarah.
Right. Yeah, him and Kodak Black. I think Kodak Black did some crazy mess saying that he liked the light-skinned girls or something crazy like that. I'm just like, yo,
but you know
why?
And Chris Brown was very unapologetic. He was like, I don't give a fuck what y'all think, and this is what I said, and if you don't like me, don't listen to my music, blah, blah. And then, of course, he drops an album and he goes platinum. So I think we're now getting to the point where, like, the sensitivity or the hypersensitivity is being ignored, where before it can ruin you. It can ruin a celebrity. Now people are like, this is what I said. I don't give a fuck. Like me, hate me. I don't care. So I think now it's gone all the way the other way. Because you can't cancel everybody. You don't have any celebrities. You can't cancel everybody. Or we're not going to have actors, singers, rappers. You're not going to have anybody.
Mm-hmm. So Chris Brown said that he liked a certain type of woman, and then he dropped an album. But so again, you got to also remember who is at majority of his concerts.
White people.
Right. So always for me, when I think about like really big celebrities, majority of his fan base is white. So I mean, that's cool. He got a couple, million fans that are black, but majority of them bad boys, when you go to arenas, when you go to all those concerts and all that, white people. So yeah, he can go platinum with white people, and they're not gonna give a shit about him talking about dark skin women. Why would he? You know what I'm saying? So that's how he can still go platinum. So don't think that him saying that shit didn't hurt the black women who was rocking with him for all those years, and they not just they still rocking with him saying the bullshit. No, they not rocking with him no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe. Now if they are, then that's on them. But to me, if he said that, the majority of his fan base, which gives him the money, is the white. When you cross over, you're making that bag because you crossed over and you got the white fans.
See, when I like a certain singer or whatever, I don't care if I'm not their preference when it comes to dating. I don't give a damn. Like I like Bruno Mars and Miguel. So if they say I don't like Puerto Rican women, I don't give a fuck because I'm not trying to marry any of them. I enjoy their music. So
yeah, but you don't want to listen to somebody who don't like you. I mean, that's absurd. If Michael Jackson was like, I hate my people, like I'd be like, what the Michael Jackson or Prince or Miles Davis.
There's a difference between I hate my people and I don't like dating this type.
Okay.
And it depends on the type too, because if a black person says I don't like dating a light-skinned black person, they won't have a problem with it.
I think they'll have a problem if someone is hypersensitive because I don't listen to music because someone would date me or not, is what I'm saying.
I understand what you're saying, but I'm saying here's the difference. The difference is if Chris Brown were to say I don't like light-skinned black women, I don't think people will have a big issue about that, opposed to him saying I don't like dark-skinned black women.
Oh, of course. I mean, of course, it's completely different.
Yeah.
Okay.
It would be totally different.
Yeah. I get that. I mean, I don't know. If Maya said that she ain't like guys my complexion, I'd be hurt. I'd be hurt. I'd be like, man, what the hell? I can't take back these CDs. You know what I'm saying?
Maya's gonna end up with a white guy. Mark my words. Maya's gonna end up with a white guy.
Hey, you probably right. It's all good now. I mean, but that would have hurt me.
I don't think she is.
Nah.
Okay. Remember where you heard it first on the block.
No.
You got that MO? You got that MO?
Say what?
Maya's walking and she got that MO like with most people, right?
Right.
When
they date a bunch of black guys and then it doesn't work out and then they go, hey Josh. And Josh treats them the way they want to be treated. So Teflon Don says publicly is for time wasters, preferences on dating apps, dating applications. Yes, I agree. I think you should leave your dating preferences for dating apps. The whole world doesn't have to know whether you like light skin, dark skin, bald headed, big belly, no belly, fat, skinny. Like that should be left on dating apps. I totally agree.
Yeah, I think it's and also I had made a comment before I got on here, and I said that you know, we grew up all saying like, oh, you blacker than a motherfucker. Like we grew up saying that, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that has played on our psyche all this time. Like it's been not just for black people, it's also been in the Latin community and the Asian community as well. Even in the white community too. Like they wouldn't mess with the Italians, the lighter Italians would mess with the darker Italians. So it's just always been a stigma to not like the darker skin. And it's just something that we all have to grow from. Like we gotta all shed that, that bullshit that we've been taught. Bottom line.
So how do you, Malcolm, what do you think about like men saying that they don't like BBWs or big women or heavy set women and getting, crucified for saying that?
They shouldn't say it. So we all know what healthy is, what the healthy body is. Everybody knows what that is, right? Now, there are some people who have physical or this I don't want to say disability, but they
say thyroid problems.
Yes, a thyroid problem. There's nothing they can do about that. You know what I'm saying? So those people, yes, but there are people who can do better for themselves and get on diets and such and such. Is it our place to tell them that? No, it's not even my place. I'm a vegetarian, but it's not my place to be telling people like, oh, you need to be a vegetarian. I can only speak like, I'm a vegetarian. That's all I can tell you. That's it. I can't put my life or my beliefs onto another person. And this is what gets people in trouble. Like saying stupid stuff of what they prefer. It's irrelevant in my eyes.
Okay, so like if somebody, let's say there's a Facebook group and a guy posts a picture of a heavy set woman and he's like, yeah, it is my type right here. If a guy responds like, I'm not attracted to that, is that a bad thing?
Yes, it is. Because did he ask him that?
You're right.
Did he ask him, what's your type? He's simply saying, hey, this is my type. I love this girl.
But he's saying it on a public forum. He's not saying that in the privacy of his own home. He said that on a public forum and posted it.
It's still not a question. It's not a question. He was just stating something. He's like, hey, I go on my let me tell you, if I go on my page like, I love my wife, and some girl come on the page like, I hate your wife, you think she's still gonna be on my Facebook page or she gonna get deleted? Did I ask her for that opinion?
That's different.
No, it's not. It's the same. It's my preference.
I think
I want to.
Because don't you think people post? I think that's the mix up. People forget that social media is a public forum, and there's a comment box underneath everything you post, so the public can comment. So, do you expect to post and not get a comment in the comment box? Because we all have a comment box for responses.
We do have a comment box for questions. So on Facebook, they say it before you type something. It says, "What are you thinking?" It asks you that, and then you type. You have that option to type something. Now this is a thought. This is your thought. It's not. Now if you put that thought into a form of a question, then yeah, you can act. Then people have the response to comment, or they can say, "Oh, that's beautiful." If you're saying such and I'm attracted to this type of woman. And people can either say, "Oh, that's beautiful," or nothing, or they can not comment, or they now have the options to do a little like the
You went mute. Can't hear you. He froze.
He's frozen, right? You may have to tell him to come back in.
Okay, he went out. Maybe he's come back in. So let me look at these comments right quick. So many people try to put the I'll be more attracted with a woman with implants. Ed Rodriguez said, I'll be more attracted to a heavy-set woman than with a woman with implants. Of course. I mean, a heavy-set woman looks better than a woman stuffed with implants all over her body.
Yeah.
So I wanted to challenge Malcolm on that because, you know, I feel when you put something in a public space to a bunch of followers who can respond, you can't dictate how those people respond. You can't dictate. Now, you could block them after,
right,
or you could befriend them, but I think it's unrealistic to put your spouse on there or your child or your preference and expect everybody to either say something nice or nothing at all. Like, I think
I don't think that's what he was saying. He never said that.
He said, or you could keep scrolling. You could do the like. You can say, okay, that's beautiful, or say nothing at all. That's what he said, or say nothing at all.
Yeah, but I don't think I don't think that that he was just like. Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to add the link just in case he doesn't have the link. Malcolm, come back on.
Okay. My phone's down.
So your phone is about to die?
Yeah, but I'm good. I'm on the computer. Oh, here we go. He's back. He's back.
Okay.
Let him speak for himself.
Okay.
Sorry about that. No, I missed it. But yeah. But what'd you say? I didn't hear it.
So I was challenging that, saying that if you put something out in the public for eyes to see, for followers to see, you can't dictate someone's response. You can unblock, you could block them after, but you can't dictate, you can't tell somebody, say something nice or don't say nothing at all. I think that's unrealistic on a public forum.
No, yeah, you're right. You're right about that, for sure.
You can block them after, you know what I mean? Like, you're an asshole for saying that, so now you get blocked. But when you're out and when you're putting yourself out there, whether it's your child, your spouse, your job, a shirt you bought, like, you have to expect that there are going to be thousands of people that like it, and then a couple other thousand. And it's like, I don't even like that color on you, but you're putting yourself out there.
Yeah, right? It's true. That's true. That's true.
I don't like that green. It looks like, you know, whatever. So, so that's what I'm talking about as far as people, you know, saying, well, I don't like this type or I don't like this type. Yeah. Did we grow up to understand that shit's rude? If you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. But I think now we're past that. And it's like, everybody got an opinion now.
But don't you think that's like, kind of disgusting? Like, I think it's like a disgusting mental problem where people have the urge to say, if somebody says, oh, I love this, I don't like that. Like, you know what I mean? I don't, if it just feels uncalled for to me. Well, how do you feel about that?
I'm so desensitized now because I've heard so much shit. Like, I've been told I'm a man because I have a six-pack, my jawline too strong. Like, I've been told all kinds of shit. I'm desensitized now. But you know, I expect it from people now, and I don't think it's a big deal. Like, I'm not for everybody, and I don't care. That's how I feel. Now, if they're not berating you, I think opinions are fine. I think opposing opinions are fine. If somebody posts a fat woman and a guy says, man, I'm not into fat women, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Now, if he's saying, yo, fat women are disgusting, they sweat, then that is like, okay, you're doing too much. But I don't mind opposing opinions because I'm not for everybody, and I don't care that I'm not for everybody. So I'm super desensitized at this point. In the beginning, I was like, how are you going to talk about a 2-year-old? That's a baby. That's when I first started on social media. And I'm like, well, you know, if let's say if Beyonce was your neighbor and she had that same daughter, Blue, and she was just your neighbor and she wasn't famous, you know, good and damn well you would say, oh, that child looked like her daddy. if she was just a neighbor. That's what you would say. You'd be like, oh, Lord, poor baby, look
like a mission of a mom and her daddy.
now, but now, because she's Beyonce and she's famous, universe forbid you say something about that child looking like her daddy. So it's like we became hypersensitive with social media. You know damn well that girl lived next door to you and Beyonce worked at Walmart and she pulled up with her daughter in a stroller. You know damn well if you didn't say it, you'd be thinking, "Ooh, she looked like her daddy." Come on.
You would think it, but you wouldn't say it. Like I would never.
You wouldn't say it, but you would say it to a friend.
Yeah, I mean, it would be a personal, thing, but I would never. I couldn't do it because I never talked about nobody's baby because I didn't want that to be my baby. So I just never did it. I was like,
We did have discretion. We did have discretion before social media. You would definitely say it to your friend, but you wouldn't say it to her. Now people are saying it to her directly. So
that's what I mean when I say the disgusting. That's the disgusting nature of the internet. You be like, man, yo, that I mean, it's just that's what I say with the memes. The quickness of the meme game when people mess up. When you mess up, golly, I be like, Jesus. Like, they just coming for your neck, and I be like, that's why I say the disgusting portion of the internet is the memes and like the quickness of them. They be on you, like they be waiting for you to mess up, or they already prepared. Like, you about to go to the Oscars. Let me get all his stuff from the past just in case. You going to the BET Awards? Let me get all your stuff just in case. Like they on deck, like ready. They be ready.
Like, just I know you gonna fuck up, and when you do, post.
They be ready instantly.
So Robin says, First Amendment is not the First Amendment anymore. We have been censored, so people have to be mindful of what they say, no matter how they feel about it. Unfortunately, because it's always one naysayer. And Ed Rodriguez says, talking about someone's baby, that's so disrespectful. Don't be that guy. Don't be that girl. Yeah, but I mean, we're at an age and time now where there's no code, and anybody can get it. You know what I mean? I've seen handicapped children get it. I've seen it all. And no, it's fucked up.
Internet undefeated. Undefeated the internet. You be like, God. Now they ain't gonna do that. They gonna ooh, and they gonna get you. They don't care who you are. And you don't know who making these memes. They just be out there. You be like, man. Everybody just sharing away, sharing. We don't know who made it.
Yeah, we need to be sharing our work.
Right. They ain't gonna do that. They're gonna share some memes though.
All right. So so I guess the words I can leave everybody with that's watching, and thank you so much everybody for watching and your input, is think before you speak if you can. I mean, I know some people are ruthless and they're gonna be ruthless because they're miserable and misery loves company. But this was a show to illustrate sometimes we need to think before we hit share on that meme or talk about somebody's child or talk about somebody's body because we don't know what they're going through. You know what I mean? We don't know how her titties got to sagging. We don't know why that man's belly. We don't know why that man's belly is hanging over his belt. We don't know how that man feels about his receding hairline. We don't know.
Stress. All of it is stress related.
Right? So it's like, think before you speak. Treat others how you want to be treated. And all right, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Stay tuned for the next On the Block with Jen. We know we're going to keep it real. On the Block, thank you, Director Mark Harris, actor Malcolm Banks. Okay, guys, so that was a dope one as usual. Thank you for all the funny comments. Thank you for your input. I look forward to seeing what you guys say every single day. Thank you for making On the Block with Jen really, really dope. I can't do this without you. And please, I am begging you, subscribe to the YouTube page and also join us on the panel. I'd love to see your beautiful faces on the panel versus reading all your comments. I love your comments. And if you can't be on camera, that's fine. But try to come on here the panel with us because I'd love to talk face to face. Okay. Bye, guys. See ya. Mwah. Be nice.